Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play Aion. So
Easy
we
teleport,
are back
Deva?
with our assassin this week, and just on episode 7, she's like only level 11 at the moment, but we are done in Poeta now, finally.
Easy teleport, Deva?
I actually have a bunch of quests here in Sanctum, I think it's called. And this is their capital city, so we're going to run around and just have a couple of these quests, and a lot of them actually drive my character
Aion
to,
guide.
I think it's Verteron Citadel is the next area where we're going to be questing and things. So,
Aion has led you here.
That will be next. But might as well pick up all the relevant quests here that will drive us there, and it'll just kind of give us a little bit more to do and give us
Glad
a
to
little
have
bit
met
more
you.
experience, and et cetera, et cetera. Plus, you can see the beautiful capital city of Sanctum, I believe it's called. I'm so bad with these names, I swear. But yeah, Verteron. I can see Dispatch to Verteron as one of my quests on the list there. And it's Verteron. Yes. Okay.
Area Luma, friend.
And you can see in the background there, they actually have a Deva's Beach Bar.
Hail
set
Deva.
up. They do some kind of fun things here and there in the game and stuff. I haven't really participated a lot in this kind of thing yet.
May the shadows never find
And
you.
you can see different, especially running around the capital city, you can see people running around with different costumes and things. There's some kind of really fancy costumes, and you know, instead of just like, you know, what would be typical clothing wear for your character, you can see the penguin running around. You can have like disco clothes and, you know, formal wear, and they've got all sorts of fancy stuff. A lot of that is where spending actual real money in the game comes into play. So that's one of the reasons they switched the game to a free-to-play model. So you don't have to pay a monthly subscription, you don't have to pay any money for the software at all. But if you want any of the fancier kind of clothing
Area
options
Luma, friend.
for the girls, and fancier weapons for the guys, I mean, you know, they're fancy clothes for the guys and fancy clothes
Area
for the
Luma,
girls
friend.
too. But
May
in either
Ariel's
case,
light
there's,
shine
like,
upon
some
you.
higher end things and higher end wing designs and things, and to get your hands on any of that stuff, you kind of have to spend real money to do that, because you can't the currency required in the shop, NC points or NC coins, or I forget exactly what they're called, but you can't. It's kind of like if you ever played Sim City, or actually Sims 3, you can buy sim points with real money, and then you can make sim points and you can buy fancier clothes, hairstyles, furnishings, etc. for your Sims 3, right? So similar concept
hello there.
here. Except for the Sims 3, you actually have to pay for the software. Interesting if they ever went to a free-to-play model and just relied on people buying that kind of
Goodbye, then.
higher-end content or not. Well, regardless, we are now doing a cute little quest here. You can get a companion pet, and pretty much almost all of these pets, I think all of them, have some kind of an ability that can be helpful to you. Some of them are pack animals, and they can carry a certain number of items
Might
for
guide
you. So
your
if you
path.
run out of room in your inventory,
day.
you can use their inventory. Some of them can help sniff out additional treasure, and I forget what some of the other ones do. Those are the two
day.
main types that I can think of. Yeah, and they're called sidekicks. So, and here I'm like, okay, greet sidekick. Nope, that's not gonna help. So,
Take care.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this, and then I realized that my bag was too full as well. But thankfully, once I consume one training manual, it
Good
made
day.
room for another one, and the overflow became available to me. So even if my bags are too full, it still let me pick up those things. And here I'm using the wrong person. I needed the pet minder. to hatch the egg and not the sidekick summoner. Like, the sidekick summoner is where if you've got more than one sidekick and you just summon one and then you can retire another and everything, so you don't have them all
Take care.
in one place. I don't know. I haven't played a lot
Good day.
with these things, but I thought I'd show you guys what this is like. So we basically get a purple ribbit. Looks like hot pink to me, though. That's more hot pink than purple. Yeah. And then you can give it a scarf, and I'm like, okay, I'll give her the checkered scarf, and it looks like a girl to me. It just does. So I'm calling her Riblet because she's a ribbit. So she's the Riblet. I know I'm terrible at naming my characters, but yep, there we go. So we gotta check on her mood, and this guy's kind of standing in the way. It's like, okay, let me go around over here, and now we can snuggle the pet, we can groom the pet, which gives the ribbit a little shower. The girl's on her back. They've made these things really adorable. And you can train your pet, which apparently means going to the gym on a treadmill. Okay, fine. You can't actually train your pet to do anything specific. You just keep them in shape. And as long as you keep them in shape, they're happy. Okay. I forget. I mean, she's just like a super basic pet. She's like one of the freebies. Other ones cost money. Not real money. They cost the in-game currency. And the in-game currency you can earn through questing, selling items, etc. The Kina is the name of the in-game currency, where things like the higher end things I was talking about, you purchase through the NC Soft shop or something like that. I forget exactly what they call it, but there's a shop out there. There's a Hall of Prosperity within Sanctum, and here you can expand your cubes to a certain degree. Cube is the name for their inventory system. So instead of using bags, they use cubes. Just to be different, I guess. And then here, this trade broker happens to have a little quest for me. Trade brokers, it's basically like an auction house where I could take items that I have in my inventory and sell them at the auction house. And at the same time, I can also purchase from other players through the auction house. And I know there's another system you'll see.
Remember, sugars are your friends.
In a lot of the towns and of course in Sanctum as well, and they'll have like text over their heads. Like you can see this one over here that says "Is time scroll" or whatever, and those are also people trying to sell things. Not entirely sure how that system works. I've never bought anything through them. I've never sold anything through them, or sold anything in that way either. I don't really quite see the point when there's the auction house system as well. I don't know.
Area Luma friend.
Anyhow, so now we've got another follow-on quest here. We've been kind of following this thing with this Aether ring, which we'll ultimately get as a ring that we can wear. We just gotta keep going around.
We meet in Ariel's
There's a
light.
whole bunch. You'll notice if I bring up the map, which I edited out some of my map views, but there's a whole bunch of people here with quests that I could pick up. You can just see them in the background and stuff too, with little arrows over their heads. And I'm skipping all of those. They are quests for crafting. You can craft things on your own in the game, and you can learn a crafting skill. Or I think you can learn all of them actually, and you can craft your own weapons and armor and that kind of thing. I really don't have the patience for it, to be perfectly honest. I have a job in real life. I don't feel like having a job when I'm playing a video game. I'd rather buy crafted stuff off of other people than
Welcome,
have
Deva.
craft it myself. So I just completely ignore that part of the game. I mean, yeah, there's like you can see how many there are in the building I'm at, and I'm like just. when I first played the game, the very first time I played the game, I tried the crafting system and stuff, and it got very tedious very quickly because you have to make sure you have enough materials and you have to go out mining, gathering, essence tapping, etc. to get the materials you need. And then once you've done that, you have to come back and you have to craft, and then you're like, oh shoot, I'm short on this. Run all the way back.
Yes, speak up.
Grab some more logs or whatever it is you're looking for. And it just, I don't know. Like I said, it got tedious really quickly. So
Yes, speak up.
I just stopped doing that. Okay, so I think she just got the ring. So, yep. I'll have her put on there.
For Alicia.
Once we start actually going out and killing things again. We just picked up yet another quest, and a lot of these are sending us off to Verteron
We meet
Citadel.
in Ariel's light.
I think this one is as well. Oh yes, we need to go hunt Leftist revolutionaries and bring him back one of the Leftist crests. So we'll do
For
that.
Alicia.
And we've got a couple more things out by the shipping docks to do. And then we're just gonna getting close to wrapping things up there, and then like I said, next episode with Valeria, which will be in 2 weeks, hopefully. We'll go ahead and get her to Verteron Citadel and just doing all the quests out there. There's a ton of quests out there that we'll be doing and things. Getting her closer to level 20. Get her caught up with her sister, the gunslinger. Actually, not sister, because the other one's Asmodeans, so I guess they'd be very, very distant.
Can I sell you
cousins.
something?
Since Asmodeans and Elios used to be the same quote-unquote race, and they split apart because of the cataclysm that happened to that world. But
A fine day.
Yeah, now we got to talk to this researcher, and basically here we're
Was there something you needed?
to talk to the crow.
May the shadows
here.
never find you.
I just spent 10,000 kina
A fine day.
a potion that supposedly is going to help me
Goodbye.
talk to him. So let's see what he has to say to me. And first it's all gibberish, but then we get he's hungry, need food. Okay,
A fine day.
Started to understand him. So now we gotta tell her what it is that he said. Alrighty. So that wraps up most of everything. Now we just gotta go back to the transport person who will transport us to Verteron, and kept some of this footage running in here because you can see how some of the intricate architecture in the city. I think one of the things that they did do with both Pandemonium and Sanctum is that they've made both of the cities really, really beautiful. I really like the designs of the cities and everything. They're really kind of cool looking. Okay, here is a transport statue. And you have a couple of different places where it can transport you to. So we're just going to go through that. And just kind of wrap things up here a little bit. And we'll be back with the gunslinger hopefully next week. I am having oral surgery this week, so if you're still listening to this and I somehow end up not posting a video next week, it's because I'm still recovering from oral surgery. The surgery I'm having this time is going to be a lot more
teleport,
intensive
Deva?
than the previous one I had. The previous one I had, I was recovered within like 24 hours.
Easy
This
teleport,
next one, I don't
Deva?
know how long it's going to take me to recover. I just know that they prescribed me a lot stronger painkillers than last time, so I'm expecting to
Aion guide.
have a longer recovery period, and I'm hopefully going to be able to put some videos up after the fact, but we'll see about that. Anyway, so this is Verteron Citadel. I'm going to wrap things up now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the videos, like them, please share, please subscribe, and until next week, take care. Bye.